Hi everyone, my name is Isabel, and for my health behavior journal, I decided to increase my cardiovascular activity by including activities of running and aerobic exercise for 4 weeks. According to WebMD, exercising benefits the heart by decreasing the risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. Cardio also improves blood pressure, keeps the body and brain healthy, relieves stress, improves mood and energy, as well as sleep, and lowers the risk of developing chronic diseases such as dementia and depression. Now, many may question, how much physical activity does one need? The American Heart Association states that we need at least 150 minutes per week of moderate intensity activity, or 75 minutes per week of vigorous activity. If you lack cardio activity, you risk developing heart disease, becoming obese, developing high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and you risk developing type 2 diabetes. Since the beginning of the semester, I noticed that I had stopped being physically active. I fell back into my bad habits of not working out, not being active, and just home on my computer for most of the day. I noticed that I had gained a bit of weight, felt unmotivated, and more stressed. I'm hoping that with more knowledge about this behavior, I'll be able to accomplish it and make it part of my permanent daily lifestyle. I'm looking forward to seeing how increasing my cardio activity will benefit me. According to the CDC, an intervention I can use is having companionship and support while being physically active, which will improve my motivation for cardio. A second intervention that I can use is to ensure that I have a destination or prearrange a location that I will exercise at, which is stated by Healthy People 2020. A third intervention that I can also do, according to WebMD, is to replenish the body after finishing cardio activity, that is filled with protein and carbs to repair the muscles and calcium to keep bones strong and prevent injury. For the first week of this behavior change, I will do cardio once for 15 minutes. For week 2, I'll do cardio 2 times for 30 minutes. Week 3, I'll complete cardio 3 times for 45 minutes each. And for week 4, I'll do cardio 5 times for 60 minutes each. For intervention success, having a partner to do exercise with motivates one to push themselves harder. I know when I run alone, whenever I start feeling tired, I end up walking more. But when I'm running with a partner, I tend to keep myself pushing instead of stopping. A successful intervention was the food that I ate, which provided energy, and I didn't feel drained after each workout. Also, having a destination for running can help one keep an eye on the target, reach their goals. This way, one can choose a further target per run and increase the duration of exercise. For instance, locations I visited were Palos Verdes, San Pedro, and my local beach. Since I live closer to the beach, by running there, I made it my usual destination for cardio. So the variety of locations I ran changed with difficulty for each duration, which was elongated. Challenges with the intervention were finding a friend that was willing to work out with me. Since we're all busy with work and assignments, it was difficult in setting time aside and staying motivated due to having to exercise alone for some days. Along with that, the pandemic also made it a bit challenging to go out for cardio activity, especially to locations where many people gathered, which is what I intended to avoid. I made a table of my anticipated progress of the behavior change. My goal was to slowly increase my duration of cardio exercise until I eventually was physically active for 5 days of the week for 60 minutes each. I followed the table I created well, except towards the end. I was a bit overwhelmed with schoolwork, so I was unable to complete the full 60 minutes on the 4th week. However, I did complete the 5 days. Not having a workout partner made it difficult for me to push myself on those 2 days. Now, transitioning to theories and models, the first theory I'll be talking about is the social cognitive theory using the construct self-efficacy. Whenever I reached destinations for my runs or target of duration, I felt more and more confident in being able to accomplish the behavior change. The second theory I'll be discussing is the theory of reason action with the construct of behavioral beliefs. I incorporated these during my interventions by acknowledging the benefits that cardio activity has physically, such as losing weight, which I definitely noticed after losing 4 pounds, and mentally, such as improving sleep, which I also noticed. The final model that I used with my interventions was a health belief model with the construct of cues to action. I recognized the consequences of lacking cardio along with the benefits and barriers that I mentioned as the challenges of the intervention. I took action for this behavior change and attempted to better improve myself along with my health and well-being. In conclusion, an evaluation of increasing my cardio activity over a period of 4 weeks, I met my goal of doing this behavior for 5 times a week. The only setback were the 2 days where I felt more challenged and wasn't able to complete the full 60 minutes. Overall, I did increase the duration and the amount of times that I did cardio. At first it was hard, especially since I wasn't an active person, but it got easier over the weeks and I developed ways of making it more enjoyable. Increasing my cardio has surely improved my physical and mental well-being. My recommendations for you to increase your cardiovascular activity is to first be sure you're having a good meal after exercising so your body's replenished. Secondly, I recommend setting a target or destination. By doing this, reaching your daily goal makes you feel more accomplished and gives you more motivation. My final recommendation is to know the specific time and day you want to do cardio. By being organized, especially as a student, it's important in order to manage your time for both school, work, and of course, exercise.